It's my pleasure to introduce Josh Dreyer, who is an active Art Noir member, and he actually, some of you might remember, he presented his first Pachacha on F1 Formula Racing, right? Woo! Formula Racing, F1 Racing.
Right.
Cars going fast. All right, let's give him a big round of applause.
I did this just for Brian Flynn. Just okay. All right, a little hot. Okay, here's the deal. How many of you out there, because my girlfriend doesn't believe me, how many out there have a zombie plan? Like, how many of you thought about it? Seriously? Cardio. Maybe a dozen of you? Okay, cardio, yeah, Zombieland, nice. This is something that my friends and I, when I was in college, when I was in high school, we kind of sit around and think about, how is it going to begin? What are we going to do if it happens? You know, it's just kind of one of those things, like we're hungover on a Sunday at 3 in the afternoon. And we're like, what are we going to do? You know, where are we going to go? What are we going to need? So I'm doing this so I can help you and help my girlfriend understand that some of us already have a zombie plan. So how's it going to start? A lot of the modern kind of zombie films, which I'm going to focus on, start with a virus. Maybe they infect a monkey and the monkey bites somebody. Okay, fucking monkeys. You come to start with a virus. They tend to spread. Don't necessarily start with a virus. Some of them have been started by corporations. Hollywood sometimes likes to villainize corporations for whatever that's worth, which is good. Basically, first thing that's going to happen, patient zero. Okay, let's hope you're not patient zero. But if you aren't patient zero, what you're going to need to do is figure out your surroundings. Who's with you? This is from Shaun of the Dead. He had his best friend and his ex-girlfriend. Who's with you? That's it. Sorry, mom and dad, different part of the state. Sorry, they're dead. Anybody, ex-girlfriend? Sorry, she's dead. Probably good. If you are patient zero, or the only person that doesn't get infected, and you wake up and it's zombie apocalypse, what are you gonna do? First thing, don't ever light a zombie on fire. They don't stop when you light them on fire, so I just wanted to throw that slide in there. What do? Run. The best thing you can do in a zombie apocalypse is avoid all contact with zombies. Be as quiet as possible, be the least noticeable that you possibly can. And obviously if you do encounter a zombie, hopefully it's just one, and you'll have time to sit there and aim a World War II rifle at its head. Next after that, you need to think about your zombie emergency procedure. 95% of all zombies, according to this slide that I found on the internet, can be killed by removing the head or destroying the brain. So that's your first thing you need to know. If you shoot a zombie, you shoot it in the chest, big deal, the zombie keeps going. Do not split up. If you're with that group of 3 or whatever, don't split up and go, oh my God, I'm gonna go check the basement by myself. Because obviously, you know, horror movies, that never works. Things to know about zombies. Yes, everybody goes, oh brains, zombies love brains. That may be the base of the food group for a zombie. But zombies don't really care. They'll eat anything, any sort of internal organs that tend to focus on, and you know, finally they'll end on whatever's left. The people that you're with, you may not be able to choose, but you need to figure out a way to get along. This is from Zombieland. Obviously one of them was a little bit of a bitch. But you need to be able to work together, because cooperation is going to be a key to surviving this apocalypse. One thing that you don't do, that we learned in Dawn of the Dead, is go into a heavily populated area, sequester yourself, and hope that someone rescues you. Because it's not going to happen. Unless, you know, like in Shaun of the Dead at the end, the government miraculously saves you or whatever. You're going to sit on the top of a roof until you're forced to build some sort of ridiculous bus that, you know, wouldn't actually happen in real life. A lot of the news organizations are probably going to tell you, stay in your home, don't go anywhere. But if you're like 95% of the people in this room, you don't have a zombie plan, so you don't have food, you don't have water, you don't have weapons, you don't have any way to defend yourself, you're probably going to last for a couple days. What you need to do is get out into the country. Find a farm, find a mountaintop, wherever you can go that's the least populated possible. Because if there are zombies, chances are you're not in the middle of Atlanta, like AMC's hit series Walking Dead, where there's like, I don't know, 5 million zombies. How do I get there? This seems to be the kind of popular, like, oh, I find this cool, awesome car that's armored and I drive really fast and, okay, great. If you can find this, good for you. You found an armored dune buggy with lights. Chances are, you're not gonna have that. You're gonna have a car which needs fuel. Where are you gonna find fuel? None of the gas stations work. Great. You need to find a bike. Bicycles are gonna be the best way to get around. They're quiet, you won't be noticed. You have unlimited fuel as long as you can pump your legs. Weapons. Uma Thurman, awesome. I was supposed to do this with somebody else, so half these slides aren't mine. Weapons, there are a couple of, I guess, choices you have. Obviously guns. You could have lots of guns. You think you have enough till the zombies come. But guns require, again, just like cars, things to run. They need ammunition. Run out of ammunition, what are you gonna do? Hit the zombie in the face with a revolver? Good luck, Godspeed. But when you've got zombies coming at you from all over the place, you need to have easy reloadability. So you need to have, like, maybe you have a revolver, but in addition, you need something that doesn't require ammo. You need like a samurai sword. Because you need to figure out, you need to be able to take care of several zombies at once without having to reload. That's awesome. Okay. So basically, in summary, first thing you want to do in a zombie apocalypse, considering that you're not patient zero, you need to figure out who you're with, figure out your surroundings, figure out where you are, figure out what you have, and then try and get from that point out into somewhere that's not very populated, and then you can, part two, you can figure out how to live in an extended world where zombies don't exist. And on that note, this one's awesome too. Zombies, don't worry, only people with brains will die, so you are okay. Thank you.